Well, we did it. We started our first long journey in Vanessa, which is our 2020 Wonder rear twin bed. And we did a couple little shakedown trips before, just local ones to get a feel for it. But this time we're going all in. We're going from Naples, Florida up to Michigan and back, and we're gonna do it over a 15-day period. My wife and I are both gonna work a little bit while we're on the road and kind of just see what happens. This is now day 3, and we've already learned a lot. We made it all the way to Knoxville, Tennessee, and we're gonna be staying here at this RV resort for the next 2 days. Let's check it out. The South Lake RV Park in Knoxville, Tennessee, just outside of downtown. It's actually not too far from there at all. Great location. It's amongst these beautiful communities with big houses. It looks really nice. It didn't get the greatest reviews online, but I'm actually surprised by some of them. Now we're gonna be staying here for a couple days because my wife does have to work today and tomorrow. And we knew that this place would get good cell reception for a hotspot, so that way we would have good, reliable internet. Now, as I mentioned, we're only 3 days into our trip, but we've quickly learned some pretty harsh lessons about setting up a longer term journey in our small RV for success. And number one, this is something that I got from Mike and Jennifer Wendland, and they talk about the 330 rule, where you never want to travel more than 330 miles in one day, and you want to try and arrive at your location by 3:30 p.m. Now, I thought this rule was pretty strict and probably a little bit unnecessary, but I can tell you, since we pushed it pretty hard both days to be able to travel long distances, it really made the night out to be a very kind of stressful, hectic, and rushed process. There was nothing really relaxing on it. And while we were on the road, it didn't give us the flexibility to be able to kind of stop and maybe go off the beaten path a little bit to explore. We felt like it was get to our destination, get set up, and then be able to start enjoying life. I want to be able to enjoy life as we're on the journey, and we were really limited with that. I think we're going to end up making some adjustments for our ride home because of that. The second thing that I've learned very quickly here is that things aren't going to work as expected all the time. I feel like I spent hours and hours researching how our rig worked, all the parts of it, and sometimes things just don't work as expected. For example, last night, we got to the RV park late, set up everything, and I think the water pressure here at the RV resort is so low that it wasn't even kicking off our instant hot water heater in order to be able to generate hot water. And we wanted to kind of shower and clean off before we went to bed last night, and the pressure wasn't there, so it was cold. Not fun. However, had I been here earlier, I probably would have been able to figure it out. We would have been able to fill our freshwater tank and use that, so that way at least we could have a warm shower last night. And I think the third lesson that I've learned so far is that you can't always trust the reviews that are out there about certain campsites or locations. This place is beautiful. Now, I do understand the complaints. Not all the sites are very level. We did have a little bit of issue with that water pressure last night. And some people have complained about electrical, and I can tell you that our EMS system has already tripped once too. So there's probably some valid concerns about staying here. However, the beauty of this place completely makes up for it. Here's another tip I just thought of. Have a bunch of quarters with you. I only had maybe $3-4 in quarters, which wasn't enough to do all the loads of laundry that we wanted. So tonight, now we have to go and get quarters, and I know with COVID going on, getting change is a little bit tough. So anyway, another tip, always have quarters with you. as well as laundry detergent and dryer sheets, because I can't get any more of those right now. I was lucky they had 2 little packets of laundry detergent available. So now we know. Well, that's where I'm going to end today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. These are a few things that we learned very early on that I'm never going to forget, and I hope they're valuable to you. If they are valuable, go ahead and click that subscribe button, maybe give this a thumbs up, and there'll be plenty more videos coming your way here in the near future. We'll see you guys.